because she's a black woman, or at least I thought she was. She clearly has black children. So are you saying you don't mind your children growing up in a society where they cannot be taught black history?
Nicki makes a lot of cash. Not as much as Michael Dell, not quite.
Nicki Minaj has many, many issues that would lead one to believe that those issues are possibly the reason that she's cozying up to MAGA right now.
Nicki don't need to worry about Don. She need to be with damn Don Lennon. Nicki Minaj needs to be with about Chris Hansen. She needs to be with her.
Nicki Minaj is officially stepping into her MAGA era, and the reaction from black celebrities has been loud, public, and anything but supportive. Over the past few weeks, Nicki has gone from dropping subtle hints to making it very obvious where she stands politically. And a lot of people in the culture are not happy about it. We've seen black celebs speak out, question her decisions, and try to figure out what made her switch up like this. Because Nicki wasn't always on this side of things. Back during Trump's first term, she was openly dragging him, calling him evil, and making it clear she wanted nothing to do with him. She even threw shade at other celebrities for jumping on the Trump bandwagon and claimed that could never be her. During a Polestar Live conference in 2020, Nicki was asked about her feelings on Trump, and she responded that she was not going to jump on the Donald Trump bandwagon. I don't like that. I get that a lot of people don't like him for obvious reasons, but what stuck with me was the children being taken away from their parents when they came into this country. That really bothered me because I was one of those immigrant children coming to America to flee poverty. But fast forward to today, and Nicki is singing a completely different tune. Now she's publicly calling herself Trump's #1 fan, and even claiming he's the greatest president this country has ever had.
Hello guys, I'm with my favorite president, the best president of all time.
And I'm with the queen of rap.
So, as you can imagine, the reaction from other black celebrities has been loud and very public. Many of them have called Nicki out for what they see as straight-up hypocrisy and flip-flopping, accusing her of turning her back on her own fans, her culture, and even her own conscience. And now, this whole situation has blown up into a major conversation online. So let's break down who spoke out, what they said, and why this has become such a heated topic. One of the first people to publicly call Nicki out was D.L. Hughley back in December, after she posted a series of tweets aimed at California Governor Gavin Newsom. Nicki made a comment suggesting that Governor Newsom doesn't care about healthy children, and that's when DL fired back, saying Nicki Minaj shouldn't post anything about kids because her husband can't be within 1,000 feet of one. It isn't Gavin Newsom she should be worried about, it's Chris Hansen. DL was clearly referencing the infamous To Catch a Predator series hosted by Chris Hansen, pointing at the fact that Nicki's brother and her husband both have convictions for serious crimes. And on top of that, people are now bringing up how Nicki's entire career was largely built on support from the LGBTQ+ community, yet lately she's been using language many fans see as openly homophobic. Reality TV star Tiffany Pollard, better known as New York, addressed all of this in an interview with TMZ, and she didn't hold back at all. She said Nicki supporting Trump feels like a direct slap in the face to the LGBTQ+ fans who have been riding for her and defending her for years. Tiffany made it clear that people still love Nicki's music, but they're definitely not loving the way she's been talking recently. At the same time, Tiffany wasn't trying to cancel her, saying maybe Nicki just needs to surround herself with more progressive voices, like someone along the lines of rock star Bruce Springsteen.
Nicki, we love her music. I've spoken to her several times, collectively I feel like we were a little bit disappointed with her, but I feel like she needs to spend a lot of time with Mr. Bruce Springsteen. She needs to go sit on his lap and let him speak some words of wisdom to her heart. Because somebody got her off track and she needs guidance back home.
This whole controversy about Nicki supposedly turning her back on her LGBTQ fans really exploded after she went after Don Lemon, who is openly gay, and used language many people considered homophobic. But Don Lemon wasn't about to just sit back and take it. He fired right back, making it clear he wasn't intimidated at all. Lemon clapped back hard, saying Nicki might want to focus less on attacking him and more on her own situation, pointing out that she still hasn't secured U.S. citizenship.
Disgusting. Look, this is what I'll say to Nicki Minaj. I normally don't respond to things like this, but F it. I'm going to do it this time. I think Nicki Minaj has made it very clear how she feels about African Americans in this country, or I don't think she's one of them, obviously. And she should, under Trump's rules, she should be deported, because I don't think, reportedly, that she is a legal citizen here. She is undocumented. And so she has shown her disdain for African Americans. So why are you supporting her? Why are you buying her records? She's also supporting, I have lots of gay friends who love Nicki Minaj. Why are you supporting this homophobic, bigoted, ignorant...
And then DL Hughley jumped back into the conversation to back up Don Lemon. He made it clear he was standing with him and told Nicki to stop focusing on Don and start paying attention to what's going on in her own household. Hughley pointed out that she has more than enough to worry about with the multiple offenders connected to her own immediate family.
There was the whole scene that unfolded at this church.
Right.
You saw this, right? Nicki Minaj going after Don Lemon. You see this, like for
Nicki Minaj,
for reporting it.
What's so funny to me, people hate. It's so funny how many on the right hate. They hate transgender and gay people more than they do pedophiles. That's amazing. Nicki don't need to worry about Don. She need to be with damn Don Lennon. Nicki Minaj need to worry about Chris Hansen.
And now reports are coming out that the Carters, especially Beyonce, are completely done with Nicki. First it was Kanye embracing MAGA, and now Nicki has followed the same path. According to insiders, Beyonce has essentially cut ties with her and is genuinely disappointed that Nicki's legacy has ended up like this, constantly clashing on Twitter and openly supporting MAGA. But the conversation didn't stop there. Dr. Umar Johnson also jumped in, and he brought a very different perspective. Instead of just roasting Nicki like everyone else, Umar tried to analyze what he believes is really happening. His theory is that MAGA is using Nicki as their new token black conservative woman, especially now that Candace Owens has started drifting away from Trump and speaking out against him on certain issues.
I believe that Donald Trump and the conservative movement in this country selected Nicki Minaj because they needed a replacement for Candace Owens. Remember, Candace Owens has fallen out of favor with the Republican Party and the mainstream conservative white agenda because she's now exposing the Zionist control of the conservative movement and of the United States government. In fact, Art, I would argue that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I believe, by the Zionist movement. We're going to distance ourselves from Candace, and this is Donald Trump, the Republican Party, and the mainstream white conservative movement. We got to find another black woman. We got to find another black woman who can compete with Candace Owens nationally and internationally to bring attention away from Candace Owens, who is highlighting the Israeli influence on American politics. And so who better to use than Nicki Minaj?
Umar also said he was genuinely shocked to see Nicki showing up at that Turning Point USA event alongside Erica Kerr, where she suggested that teaching black history somehow makes white kids feel inferior. Umar pushed back hard on those comments, saying it was crazy to hear Nicki promoting that kind of narrative when she's raising a black child of her own.
Correct, but she said something to the effect that it's not just that we tell black children to feel proud of themselves, but it's like we're doing that, and at the same time, we're telling other children not to feel proud of themselves. And so I guess she was alluding to this false narrative that the conservatives are putting out there, that teaching black children black history and teaching white children the true history of America is somehow going to make white children feel bad about themselves. That bothered me because she's a black woman, or at least I thought she was. She clearly has black children. So are you saying you don't mind your children growing up in a society where they cannot be taught black history or the true history of America because some people feel it offends the self-esteem of white children? And this is so hypocritical, Art, because we've been in America 400 years at least under British North American control, and look at how the self-esteem and self-worth and self-value of black children has been and continues to be compromised for the benefit of the white child. And yet you're telling me that to implement a curriculum of corrective history where you're not insulting white people, you're not denigrating white people, you're simply making sure white children understand that the foundation of this country was laid and built and cemented on the genocide of Native Americans and the enslavement of African people. And not just the enslavement of African people, the dehumanization of African.
As for why Nicki decided to go down this path, Dr. Umar admitted he's not entirely sure. He's unsure if it's purely about the money or if MAGA is holding something over her head. Meanwhile, Lizzo isn't buying any of that. She believes Nicki is just a straight-up sellout who realized supporting Trump could be more profitable now that her career isn't at its peak. Lizzo even added that she expects we'll see more black celebrities jump on the MAGA bandwagon once their relevance starts to fade. According to her, a wave of people is about to realize it's more lucrative and advantageous to align with that side. Lizzo said, "You're going to see it. It already started, and it's going to continue." Meanwhile, fans online have been coming up with their own theories about what really happened with Nicki. One user on X wrote, "Nicki Minaj isn't just a sellout. She's bait. This is a transactional performance of __ dancing to draw the dumbass, politically illiterate, racial gatekeeping, conniving black people who will throw their race under the bus for a crumb on the white master's table. In exchange, she gets a return on her investment of Cooney." And then some fans went full-on roast mode, dragging Nicki from head to toe and throwing shade at everything, from her looks to her family. Someone said Nicki Minaj is huge AF, chopped, washed, dropped in the dust, married to a rapist, a cousin of a murderer, MAGA, self-loathing immigrant, and supports Trump. B, pick a struggle, LMAO. And then another user posted a close-up of Nicki's wig from her appearance at Trump's account summit and captioned it, "Oh, you know, the gays have abandoned Nicki Minaj because why can't I see the glue on that stiff-ass wig? Nicki ain't never had a bad install before. She gets with MAGA, and already we're seeing the quality degradation. But now we want to hear from you. Why do you think Nicki really went MAGA? Is it all about money and protection? Or is there something deeper going on? Do you believe MAGA is using her as a token black conservative, like Dr. Umar suggested? And do you think Nicki actually believes what she's saying? Or is she just following a script handed to her? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.